Good morning. Oh, hi, Natalie. I see you said listening on my way to my mom's surgery. Oh, we'll dedicate practice to your mom today. And Kara Gwen, hi, good morning. Nice to see your little white heart and hope everyone's having a good day so far. Hi there, YouTube. Let's get into it. The heart's perfect wisdom. Uttering the sound of the three states of existence, I enter mystic union of oneness with the entire cosmos. In the three worlds, in the three times, my breath binds the sound. Purifying the body, speech, and mind. I take refuge and invoke the awakened mind of the goddess who knows all and hears all suffering. The blessed Bodhisattva Aryatara, from the deep practices of the heart's perfect wisdom, understanding that the five elements of consciousness were always empty, instructing her student Shariputra, she says, "In this world of forms, Shariputra, all phenomena are empty. Form is emptiness, and emptiness is form. Form is not separate from emptiness, and emptiness is not different from form. Always, emptiness is the same as phenomena. Potential or actual form and emptiness never separate. So it is for feelings, conceptions, perceptions, and consciousness. All phenomena, Shariputra, have the characteristics of emptiness. They neither die nor take their birth into existence. Neither are improper nor shining with purity. Neither are complete nor deficient in any way wanting. So, Shariputra, in that emptiness, there is no form, no feeling, conception, perception, nor consciousness. There is no seeing, no sound, no smell, no taste, no touch, nor thought. Neither are there solid forms, sound, fragrance, sensation, nor conceptual phenomena. No circle of sight, nor is there a sphere of consciousness. There is no knowledge nor ignorance. Neither does ignorance get vanquished, nor knowledge voided. No long road into aging and death, and no liberation from it. No causes of suffering nor samsara, no stopping on the journey of joy and suffering. There is no clinging to thoughts nor grasping. There is no attainment of anything, as there's nothing to attain. With blissful practicing of the heart's perfect wisdom, obstructions of mind move clear, and the labyrinthine maze of thought impressions and delusions of duality are liberated. In this way, the blessed Bodhisattva Aryatara enters enlightened transcendence. In the three worlds, all on the Bodhisattva path may practice the heart's perfect wisdom, and in applying it every moment find the nature of mind and enter enlightenment. So understand and see the mantra of the heart's perfect wisdom as the strongest of sorceries, as the most powerful saying of mystical and sacred speech. It is the mantra which smooths over all things, which disperses lies into its light of truth. This mantra liberates all and is said like this: Gate, gate, paragate, parasamgate, bodhisoha. Gate, gate, paragate, parasamgate, bodhisoha. Gone, gone, crossed over and gone, completely gone beyond to the far shore, awakened and all is good. This ends the heart's perfect wisdom. Oh, I hope everyone had a good day yesterday, steeping in gratitude for all of the abundance that is currently in your life, whatever form that may be. whether that's in love or in opportunity or in actual acumen, whatever it is. I hope everyone was able to have a moment of that gratitude yesterday. Last night, as I was sort of like looking at, I haven't gone grocery shopping because I'm leaving for this trip, and so I was like looking in the cupboard and lamenting, oh, there's nothing to eat. Like I don't know what to make for dinner, and I don't know what to make. And then I was like, no, wait, I'm so grateful. There's plenty of food here. I'll come up with something. And I managed to put together a bunch of leftovers into something new, and it was fine. It was like one moment yesterday of interrupting my feeling, the unconscious feeling of not enoughness, and replacing it with a conscious feeling of enoughness and gratitude. Valuable practice. Following your heart's promptings and setting clear intentions puts you into the flow of meeting the right people in the right circumstances and with the right results unfolding naturally. The big sabotage trap is when your mind drops into self-judgment and doubt, saying, what is it I'm supposed to be doing? Say yes to what your heart affirms. Regulate your feelings. Watch your thinking. And remove any judgments, participating, living on purpose, and remove any judgments. Participating, living on purpose, setting intentions, and allowing what materializes to be through acceptance. Okay, I'm going to say that sentence again. That was confusing. Regulate your feelings, watch your thinking, and remove any judgments. Participating, living on purpose, setting intentions, and allowing what materializes to be through acceptance. This is saying yes to embracing your life fully, and life will respond with a yes to you. And our affirmations for today. These are some doozies. I gratefully accept my highest guidance and illumination while staying flexible and willing to change course if prompted. I choose to do my very best. Doing my very best makes me happy, and now I do my best for the sheer pleasure of doing it. I let go of the inaction of watching TV. It hides my fear of being alive and expressing who I am. I take action because I enjoy action. Action is living fully. I am exactly doing what is most required in the moment. This is a great card. This is really a card that's about sort of setting your intention as if you are an archer pointing your bow at the target and then releasing the arrow. And, once you've released the arrow, you have to just let it fly. You can't, negotiate with the arrow while it's mid-flight. Oh, why are the last recitations of that part whispered? It's just sort of how I say it. I usually just do a few rounds of sometimes, not always. It depends on the day. Some days I'll just say the mantra and then go on reading. Other days I just say the mantra and then I feel almost like something catch here and it's like it wants me to say it. So then I just say it a few more times. And my way of doing mantra when I'm not doing mantra with y'all is I just do it quietly, moving the sound just across my palate through the breath. Which is kind of traditional Tibetan way of doing it, like when you're on your own. That's why you'll see, like in Lhasa and other places, Tibetans walking around with their mala and their lips are just barely moving. So that's why it's just part of the way of doing it. But thank you for asking. So this card is really, it's like about, looking at the target, seeing where you want to shoot the arrow, drawing the bow back, controlling the muscle movement so that you'll be able to aim and shoot the arrow, and then releasing the arrow. But once the arrow is gone, it's in flight. There's not going to be any negotiating with it. You can't like run alongside it and tweak it to the left or the right so that it hits the target exactly on the place that you think it should be. So when we are trying to manifest something, when we are holding a vision for something, when we have an intention, learning that it really is like a measure twice, cut once situation where we can prepare, 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 prepare. And then once we start the action we've set the action into motion, we just have to accept and allow. And that's the hard part. That's the hard part right there. A lot of people think that the hard part is all the preparation, setting it up, assessing the target, assessing your own strength, making sure your tools are well kept, making sure that you have everything that you need. People will sort of think that that's the hard part, but that's actually the easy part. The hard part is because those things are all known. The hard part is letting go and allowing whatever's meant to come through, even when we might think we know exactly how something is supposed to go. So there's another layer to this message, which is about how you feel in the doing of something, and that the way that you feel in the doing of something is just as important as the doing of it. So let's say you're there laying out, so another analogy, you're laying out all your ingredients for this cake that you're going to make, and you're measuring, you're making sure it says melt the butter, you melt the butter. It says, sift the flour, you sift the flour. It says separate the eggs, you separate the eggs. You do all the steps. And as you're doing all of those steps, what is the difference between the actions of a person who is just doing those things for the end result of the cake versus the person who is doing each step because each step is worth doing? That is the higher level message of this card today. We don't do things because anyone else is watching, and we don't do things, especially in the realm of spirit, for a result. We do them because it's the right thing to do. So, like, even as we're chanting a million mantras, we're not ultimately chanting a million mantras so that we can put a notch on our belt and say we did a million. It doesn't hurt to be able to walk around and be like, hey, I was part of this thing and we did a million mantras and it feels really good. It doesn't hurt. But that's not why we do it. We do it because every step of the way toward a million mantras helps to make us a better person, helps make us better people. Jenny says, yes, I love the creative process. Exactly. Being in the process and doing the process well for the sake of doing it well and no other reason. Not because there might be a result on the other side of it. Because how many of us have, lined up all the ingredients, like we're going to make the cake, gotten through doing everything perfectly, but then like one little thing goes wrong and the cake doesn't turn out the way we want it to. That's okay. It's not actually a bad thing for the result to not always match the labor and intention of the process. Because if the process is teaching you something, then the process is what's most important. The result is a happy accident. Let's really focus on this one. I choose to do my very best. Doing my very best makes me happy. And now I do my best for the sheer pleasure of doing it. What a great feeling. Let's do that today. We'll do our very best for the sake of doing our very best. Not because we're guaranteed any outcome, but because doing our best is who we are. And that's our short bit for today, if that's what you were here for. I hope that it was helpful. And now let's dive into practice. We're going to do 3 prostrations before the shrine of Guanyin. And let's take refuge. Namo Guru Be. I take refuge in the inner teacher. Namo Buddhaye. I take refuge in the great mother of compassion. Namo Dharmaye. I take refuge in the wisdom of the ages. Namo Sanghaye. I take refuge in the community of practitioners. And let's set our intention, a person, place, situation, or circumstance that will benefit from today's practice. And today we're going to be holding Rishi, who had a car accident the other evening. He's okay. His car was struck by a hit and run driver while he was in it, but fortunately he's safe and he's all right. And let's recite the four immeasurables. May I be a source of loving kindness in this world and all worlds, bringing a generous heart to all my thoughts and doings. May I be a vehicle of compassion in this world and all worlds, ever mindful and aware of the tremendous suffering of others. May I be a brimming vessel of joy in this world and all worlds, delighting in the happiness of others as their suffering is alleviated. May I be a balance point of equanimity in this world and all worlds, seeing all as equals and all as deserving of goodness. Oh, let me put up these water bowls. Maho, maho. Oh, maho, maho. I light this candle as a symbol of the enlightening Dharma way. May it shine brightly for the benefit of all beings. I light this incense as an offering to Guan Xiyin, she who hears the cries of the world, mother of all. Om Ahum. 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 Reverently I prostrate with my body, speech, and mind, and present clouds of every type of offering, actual and virtual. I confess all my destructive actions accumulated since beginningless time, and rejoice in the meditation of all holy and ordinary beings. Please, Guanyin, remain until the end of samsaric existence, and turn the wheel of Dharma for sentient beings. I dedicate my own merits and those of others to the great enlightenment. 108 recitations of Namo Guanxi Pusa, calling out to the one who is there, always doing her best at compassion, regardless of if anyone else is watching. Namo Guanxi Pusa, 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 Namo Guanxi Pusa. Namo Guanxi Pusa, 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 Namo Guanxi Pusa. Namo Guanxi Pusa, 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 Namo Guanxi Pusa. Namo Guanxi Pusa, 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 Namo Guanxi Pusa. Namo Guanxi Pusa, 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 Namo Guanxi Pusa. Namo Guanxi Pusa, 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 Namo Guanxi Pusa. Namo Guanxi Pusa, 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 Namo Guanxi Pusa. Namo Guanxi Pusa, 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 Namo Guanxi Pusa. Namo Guanxi Pusa, 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 Namo Guanxin 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 Pusa. Oh, and that's it. It just ended. Okay. That caught me by surprise. Our prayer to Yeshit Sogil by Jamyang Kensei Chuki Lodro. Yingchu Daki Tsomo Karchenza Disum Kunchen Pema Junye Ki Sangso Dipo Dechen Sogilmar Sowa Dibso Chukdun Nudrup So. Mother of Space, foremost of Dakinis, Lady Karchensa, gatherer of the sacred treasury of Padmakara, knower of all, past, present, and future, Mother Sogil, great bliss queen, to you we pray, grant us cities, ordinary and supreme. Yingchu taki tsomo karchensa, dusum kunchen pema jungye ki, sangso dipo dechen Sogil mar, sowa debso chuktu nudrup so. And now 108 recitations of Om Mani Padme Hung. And I'd like to add to our dedication today that we are sending out as well to Rhiannon, who lost her Aunt Barbara after a prolonged illness yesterday. Om Mani Padme Hung, 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 Om Mani Padme Hung. Om Mani Padme Hung, 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 Om Mani Padme Hung. Om Mani Padme Hung, Om Mani Padme Hung, Om Mani Padme Hung, Om Mani Padme Hung, Om Mani Padme Hum. 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 And let's give thanks for our teachers. May all of my blessed teachers enjoy long, happy, healthy, productive lives and great support for their good works. May all beings benefit from their wisdom. May they enjoy a swift and happy rebirth. and long life prayer for Lamadechin Yeshiwangmo. Om Sosti. Through the powerful blessings of the immortal Pema Jungye and his consort, may the three secret qualities of the Dakini of Supreme Bliss Yeshiwangmo be utterly stable, and may the light of her activities shine on the lotus groves of the teachings and of beings, so that they blossom in radiant splendor. And let's dedicate the merit. May the merit of this practice and all of my activities be of endless benefit to all beings in all realms, beginningless and continuous. May all obstacles be overcome and suffering cease at the sound of liberation. May all beings be free from suffering and its causes. May all beings have happiness and its causes. May we carry the essence of Guanyin in our hearts. Namo Guanxin Pusa. And we close with a bow to Guanyin, bow to one another, and a bow to the inner teacher. And thank you, Jenny, for posting your counts. And make sure if you're watching and you chanted along that you post your counts for our million goal. And I will be back tomorrow. See you.